Okay, welcome everybody. This is a little bit of an experiment we're doing here. A new type of communicative teaching. I'm going to be reading from, I beg your pardon and your indulgence for a little while. I'm going to be reading from a little tiny piece of paper with little notes. It's going to be very spontaneous, and so bear with me for a little while this carries on. Alright, now what I want to explore sort of in a spontaneous, journalized way is the main theme from the Parsha Lech Lecha, the third Parsha of the Torah, where God tells Abraham, go, Lech Lecha, go into the land that I will show you. And one of the commentaries says, basically, that God's telling that Abraham to go deeply into yourself. Lech Lecha, go into yourself. And the deeper that you go into yourself, the more you're going to bring out this unique phenomenon called Abraham, which is probably the greatest demonstration of humanity and love and monotheism and faith that the world has ever seen. And my exploration here is an open-ended, spontaneous exploration to understand what it is, how I can do the same thing, and you too, hopefully. Going deep into myself and finding out who I'm all about and how I can get that idea out. So, I want to ask a question to God to get this thing rolling. So my question to God is that, how do I do this Abraham phenomenon? How do I go deeply into myself? I have booklets worth of information. I got my greatest hits from the previous year, which ended just a few weeks ago on Rosh Hashanah. I have my legacies that I've collected over the years. And so I study myself. I know who I am, more or less. But I want to know how I can be that person. I can be that person who goes so deeply into myself that I discover the essence of who I am and get that out for whatever my contribution is to the world. Alright, so I think God would answer me something like this. God would say, Yitzchak, this is old hat. This is old stuff for you. What you got to do is you got to go inside yourself. You got to just talk it out. Journalize. Talk about your life. You pick up an idea, expand upon it. If you have other ideas, include those ideas into your ideas. And remember, I'm giving you gifts. This is the beginning of a year. I'm giving you new gifts for the upcoming year. That's what I think God would answer. So, I'm going to follow those directives right now and start to spontaneously explore. So Abraham basically he was called Abraham the Ivri, Abraham the one who was on the other side. That's what our nation is. Our nation is a nation of people who are Ivrim, which literally means in Hebrew, who are on the other side, meaning that it's me and you and us against the entire world. It's one man or one woman or one person doing their thing, even though the rest of the world is doing something totally different. That's scary stuff, but that's our legacy. That's it. That's imprinted somewhere in our genes. So that's who we are. Abraham was a person who represented the pillar of love, of chesed, of giving, of love, and of faith, monotheism in the world. So he got to what he got to because he went deeply into himself and was able then to have clarity and give that out to the world. For everybody in my own information's sake, I've done that. I've done that work. Abraham was the chesed of the world. Yitzchak Schwartz, I'm a transcender. It's basically who I am. I transcend situations. All of my tools, I have many tools over the years. I've collected. I've got them online. I got them there for just to process. They're all about transcendence. My name, Yitzchak, is he will laugh. That's what the words mean. It means it's seeing the future now. It's transcending time and space and situations. All of my relationships with people are all about transcending, whether I guide people, whether I befriend people, whether I'm learning from other people. I seek and give over transcendence. I counsel people and teach people to transcend whatever situations they're in. The Torah, God's wisdom that I learn, is all about transcendence. It's all about whatever situation you're in. The Torah is telling you an extraordinary way to go about doing that, a supernatural way to go about doing that, an above nature way of doing that, transcendence. I bridge people to places and situations and things that they can't get to on their own, transcendence. My approach to Judaism, I think if it could tag it in one way, would be either primal Judaism or transcendent Judaism. It's how to live a life of transcendent observance, transcendent spirituality, transcendent relationship with God, with people, with your soul, with the people all around you. Therefore, that's who I am. Me and versus the world. Me. It's all about being the transcendent transcender, and therefore I am well aware of that. The more that I connect with that core essence of who I am, the more that I will be happy and empowered like a laser beam to transcend every situation that I'm working with. The more I do that, the more I'm connecting to my allness. And the more I'll be able to open up myself to the greatest, to these gifts. We're at the beginning of a year, post-holiday, just a couple days after the holidays here. And the holidays are all about, we planted seeds in the holidays. We planted with our efforts, with all of our service of Hashem, avodas Hashem. We planted a lot of spiritual energy in these holidays. Every single move, every single good thought, every single good word that we said in the holidays, they're seeds that we are going to receive the dividends, the harvest for the rest of the year, and especially now at the beginning of the year. But we have to be able to receive those gifts. So I, the transcender, am waiting to receive my gifts that will help me to be the transcendent person that I hopefully I am. I've even received some already. I've received new people that are connecting with me one-on-one. Very expansive people with very expansive types of things that they want to learn and explore in their lives, which when they explore expansively, I explore expansively, because I can't teach somebody or guide somebody unless I can totally relate to the same thing myself. So that's part of the situation as well. I've received so many different tools and so many different ideas and so much richness from the previous year that I just need to carry it forward with me. And see it all as gifts, and basically 24/7 to see everything as gifts, to say thank you to God and everybody all the time, because we're being surrounded and packed all around us with gifts at all times. So there's new friends, there's new situations, there's newness in the air right now. So much empowerment, so much chizuk and encouragement for us to be able to give. This is a gift right now, to be the ability to speak to you in this way, a new kind of a way. I think that I want to encourage everybody at this point to do the same thing. Find out who's your Abraham or Sarah. Who is the person that you are that is. I'm going to put my beautiful glasses back on. Who is the person that you are that you can stand up to versus the whole world? What's your core essence, your core point, which you have which nobody else has, your individual contribution to the world. Try to find that. Try to find the gifts that God's given you to help enhance that in all kinds of ways. And once you do that, once you understand that, once you study yourself, once you go like Abraham went lech lecha, he went deeply into himself until he got that clarity, that core, then you're going to be a bulldozer. Nobody's going to be able to stand in your way, and it'll be you versus the world, and the whole world's going to roll out the red carpet for you. So good luck. Have a wonderful year, and we're waiting for you.